Well, it's time for our health report, and joining us now is Africa 54 health correspondent Linord Moudou to tell us about the importance of maintaining a balanced diet during Ramadan. Hello, Linord.
Hello, Vincent. Hello, everyone. Many Muslims around the world are celebrating Ramadan. It involves fasting or abstaining from food and water from dawn until sunset. While some people handle fasting with no problem, others may find it challenging. Nutrition experts say consuming the proper amount of food and a balanced diet is critical to ensure that there are no health risks when fasting during the day. And what are some of the important nutrients to eat during Ramadan? Well, joining us now to talk about it is Nour El-Zibdeh. Ms. El-Zibdeh is a registered dietitian and founder of a nutrition counseling private practice here in the Washington, D.C. area. Welcome to the show, Nour.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Listen, usually we hear that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But when it comes to the Ramadan, is there such a thing as the most important meal, or is everything equally important?
Well, the meal before dawn, which is called suhoor, is a very important meal. So that takes up in place of breakfast. So it is a very important meal. I also tell people that they really need to focus on what they're eating at night, because there are not that many hours for eating. So they have to be smart about everything they eat, and they have to be selective, because everything has to count, nutrient-wise.
And tell us about when you break the fast. Is it 6 o'clock? Am I correct?
Well, here in D.C., we are breaking the fast at 8:40 p.m.
Okay. So it depends on where you live? Does it?
Yeah. So it's when the sun sets. So it just depends on where people are geographically on Earth and the equator. That determines when the sun sets.
Very interesting point there. And after you break the fast, how many times do you eat?
For us in here, we typically eat the iftar meal, which is sort of, think about it as dinner meal. Sometimes we might have space for a snack before we go to bed at midnight, and then the suhoor meal. Sometimes it's just 2 meals in the day. Okay. It just depends.
And you brought some food here. Tell us about what is important, what type of ingredients has what type of nutrients that is important. So here I see avocado, also eggs and tomato. Would you say this is like the first meal of the?
Yeah, so this is an example of a healthy suhoor, or the morning meal. Okay. I always tell people you want to focus on protein, because that would help you stay full. Also healthy fats and fiber. So a meal like this has the fiber in the avocado and the protein in the eggs, and also healthy fats and avocado. It's also important to focus on hydrating foods, because hydration and water is important. So I tell people always aim for fresh produce over anything dried. So the tomatoes have water in them, and the same thing is the watermelon. So that would be a great morning meal.
And what will come typically afterwards?
Well, what I have here is different ideas of what options. So in here we have yogurt with strawberries. So yogurt has protein in it. Strawberries have healthy nutrients and water as well. And I do have here chia seeds, the black, and then the white are hemp seeds. These are high in fiber and high in protein and healthy fats. Now, if you don't have these seeds, there are many nuts and seeds like almonds, pistachios, cashews, whatever is available. And combining those would be a great suhoor option.
And I see this plate, which is full and looks very delicious. What do we have there?
So this is an example of an iftar meal, something that we would eat at dinner. I always tell people, well, first you want to break your fast with dates and water. Skip the juice, it's just empty calories. The dates will give you the nutrients that you need, the electrolytes, the sugar to get you feeling great instantly. And then in here I have example of soup, which is great for getting water and vegetables. And then this is a sample plate, mixed vegetables with chicken, a great source of protein. And then I have quinoa in here, but it can be couscous or rice. Some people like their bread, a small amount of carbohydrate, but the focus again is on protein, vegetables, and hydration.
Protein, vegetable, and hydration. And finally, what type of advice would you give people who are fasting right now in terms of maintaining a very good diet?
Other than those, every food count, everything counts. So you have to, skip the fried food, skip the candies and desserts. If you really want to have some sort of dessert, there are 30 days in the month. We don't have to have dessert every day. We don't have to have a fried appetizer every day. So pick and choose what really matters to you. And then it's more about spirituality, not about overeating. So that's the most important thing to keep in mind.
Very, very good points there, Nour. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us today, and I wish you the best during this Ramadan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great. And that was Nour El-Zibdeh. She is a registered dietitian and nutrition consultant. That's our Africa Health Report for today. Back to you, Vincent.
Thank you. And because I'm not fasting, I think I can eat that food after the show. Linord, thank you. Be sure to watch Linord Moudou every Tuesday and Thursday for the latest health news in Africa right here on Africa 54.